The BPM method is teaching how to create better offers or angles. So it's not only Facebook ads, it's the Facebook advertising world.
Hey guys, I'm really excited to speak to Emanuele today about his experience on the BPM method. So tell us who you are and kind of what your business is.
My name, as you said, Deepesh, is Emanuele Maragno, and I come from Italy. And basically, I started my journey with the beautiful world of Facebook ads 7 years ago. And what I do, I'm a Facebook marketer. And lately, with a business partner, we founded a performance marketing agency, mostly focused on Facebook ads.
Cool. So how did you get into the BPM method? What was your kind of journey and what was your decision to kind of take that chance?
So around November 2019, a friend of mine told me, I heard that there is a new cookbook around there that already the name was triggering stuff in my mind that is really nice and focused on how to structure better the CBO. At that time, the CBO was the hot topic. And when I entered the website, I was seeing the price and I said, okay, it costs less than 300 euros. So I'm managing already something like between 30, 40,000 euros. If I just can save a little bit in the spending, as I was seeing many other people talking about the CBO, I will have my value back. So what I did, I bought the CBO book. And obviously, after 1 week that I was applying some minor tweaks to the campaigns, I was already decreasing my cost per acquisition by 50%. And I remember that the main trigger for me was the one about conversion windows, testing 1 day click conversion windows. So I said, okay, nice. This is making already one result for one account. And at that time I had 6. So I started applying with all of them. And like I was seeing positive results in all the accounts. Based on that, obviously, I was checking, okay, there is even something more from Deepesh, and it was the entire BPM method, and no brain that I applied for that. And there I discovered a completely new world. Basically, what I gained mostly from the BPM method was finally a structure for all my campaigns that I could apply to all the accounts, and I could have a predictability in the results. Second, but not least, was that is not only focused on Facebook ads, it's much more. It's really focused on marketing foundation. That even though I would say after 1 year that I bought the cookbook, many things have been changing in the Facebook platform. When I go back and I look for something in the BPM method, I find the foundation where I should focus my time and my leverages. So this for me were the major impact that the BPM method allowed me to gain in all the accounts, and that now we are trying to transfer to all our junior media buyers.
Absolutely. So what was your kind of biggest win with kind of what you'd learned through the BPM method? What kind of numbers did you achieve?
So basically, as I was saying, at the beginning, they were a small win. Let's call them a small win, like decreasing the cost per acquisition by 20, 30, 40%. If we think about big wins in November, as we were already telling you, we generated 5 million, spending 1 million in the platform. And obviously, there is a lot of test and trial that we applied from our experience, but whenever we plan something, we have the BPM structure in our mind. For example, do we have a campaign? We know that we have to test ads, then we have to test audiences, then we have to stabilize everything, and then we have to scale. And we were applying that even in 6 days campaign. Testing, stabilize, and scaling. This is like the main thing. The other big input that you gave us is always talking about not focusing about the Facebook platform, to go out and try to analyze data with supermetrics or like the backend data to make a business decision inside the Facebook platform. Lastly, the inputs about the rules and how to use automations to allow us to save time inside the ads manager and give more time to the marketing side of the things, like think about creatives, angles, offers, and so on.
Amazing stuff. And what would you say to someone who's considering the BPM method, but they're not sure if it's right for them?
I would say, before I was thinking to buy it, I was thinking, how can I gain back the investment? But then thinking that I was already spending more than 3, 4, 5,000 euros a month within all the accounts or even just in one account. I was saying, if I just optimize one single account, I will get back that money within 1 or 2 months, just with one account. What if I apply this to the 10 accounts that I had at that time? And this is what happened. So once I learned really how to apply the structure and the marketing and the Facebook strategies and techniques taught inside the BPM method, and I was replicating in all the accounts, there was no brainer how quickly the investment has come back to me. And now even more that I'm teaching others to base their Facebook ads strategies based on the BPM.
That's amazing. I really appreciate that. Anything else you want to add?
Yes, so the most important factor that I would say the BPM method allowed me to understand is like the difference between the Facebook media buying and the Facebook marketing. So I'm seeing more and more a lot of strong Facebook media buyers, but what is inside the BPM method is much more, because it's teaching and explaining how to become Facebook marketers. That is not only focusing on the Facebook platform, is going outside. So whatever in the platform is happening, it has an impact, but how all the other pillars that are inside the BPM method are going outside that and are allowing the Facebook platform to perform at its maximum, no matter the period and the changes in the platform. So I would say for every Facebook media buyer, it is something that will bring them to the next level, thinking about the Facebook marketing as really a marketing channel that then you can apply in almost all the channels, all the principles inside the BPM method. For the Facebook marketers that have already good knowledge of the entire ecosystem, it will allow us to have a structure where they can refer every time that the platform is playing with us, with new changes, tracking issues, and new updates. Really, every time that I'm facing some kind of issues and challenges, I said, okay, let's go back to BPM. What could be the biggest leverage that I can do in this moment? The tracking is going down. The BPM was telling me, try to connect Supermetrics and go at the backend data. You are struggling with the CPM. The BPM method is teaching how to create better offers or angles. So it's not only Facebook ads, it's the Facebook advertising world.
Absolutely. And I think it's probably a bit more humble for me to say, but I think it's skills for life. This is a program which is firstly a marketing program, and then it's about Facebook ads. And I think it's great to hear your reflection on that. Thank you for sharing your opinions and your experience as well. Wishing you amazing luck in the future as well. So really appreciate you sharing your experience as well.
And looking forward to meet you in person in an event.
One day we'll do that, absolutely. Cheers.